Happy Saturday. Hopefully, everybody's having a stupendous Saturday today. Welcome. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. I hope all is well with you on this Saturday. We are doing some Starfield New Game Plus Plus. We've got some mods in here, Dark Star, the Watchtower, a couple of other little minor enhancements. Um, Yeah, and this is day 26. Graybeard, good morning. This is day 26, believe it or not. And we are level, what did I say we were? Level 92. Not bad. We have two ships in our fleet, I think. Yep, we have two ships in our fleet at the moment. We are going to do some Watchtower listening posts, which we've been wiping those out little by little because we're trying to get computer cores so we can increase our fleet size as well as get more cybernetics enhancements added to our crew. And let's see, what else are we doing? We're doing the UC Vanguard quest line, so we're dealing with the Terramorphs, so that's a fun one. And what else are we doing? Continuing to move some of the Dark Star content forward as well. So really looking forward to that. So let's see, where do we start off here this morning? Let's start off with probably, since we just finished up doing some... Yep, so we finished all the follow-up on her insights. We can go get some more of those, drop off our contraband, and then we'll go do the devil you know. That sounds like a good idea. Alright, so Star Station first. Now, the one thing I was doing yesterday morning was I was actually going to the star system of Masada and was going to a couple of the planets there and was trying to capture a ship. Oh, agreed. Oh, yeah, we could definitely do that. We can definitely go visit Vladimir's house, because we have not done that yet either. And there are lots of things for us to do. Alright, let's do... I'm going to try this again. We got lucky last time, and I don't know why it keeps changing the settings. I wish that is something they would fix, though. I would like it so that when I set the settings for a ship, so when I come in here and I set what I want for my engines, I set what I want for my weapons, etc. I want them to stay that way. Regardless if I change ships, whatever. Whatever it was for that ship, I want it to stay that way. And I'm assuming that's the difficulty for the programmers, is maintaining them for that ship, because we can swap ships out so easily. Why is this giving me so much grief? One of these was a deep freeze. Unexplored route, huh? Is that what you're gonna give me? Alright. Let's run over here real quick. We were both fortunate and unfortunate yesterday morning.
Well,
I started playing a little bit earlier before I started streaming. And I was excited because we went to where we're trying to get to now, which is over here. We went to here.
the right place.
Oh, open fire. Alright. So we
Switch
went
over to
here.
standard engines.
And we just landed. We literally just picked a spot and landed. And we were fortunate enough when we did that
Begin
immediately
landing cycle.
a ship came into land near us. And so we kept reloading that autosave to see if a ship that we would want would finally show up. And believe it or not, we got like 20 different ships. I don't know. I'm probably exaggerating. But it seemed like we got 20 different ships. But of course, none of them were ecliptic ships. We got every other. We were very fortunate last time. Oh. We just happened to land next to a listening post. Well, when in Rome, right? Since we're already here. Yeah, sure, why not? We can take out another listening post. Didn't even know there was one here. So we'll take out this listening post, then we'll get rid of our excess components. And we will continue moving our UC Vanguard questline forward. And then we'll probably go ahead and pick up the... Once we finish UC Vanguard, we'll probably go ahead and pick up... maybe the Crimson Fleet faction questline. That pays good money. We might have some more shots at some more ships that way as well. Alrighty. I was looking for a way to get some easy ammo as well. Oh, so we're coming this way this time. How did I miss that? Okay, hang on. There's no way I missed that many times. There's just no way. Yeah, see? Okay, so I was aiming the exact same spot. And you're trying to tell me I missed with all the rest of those? I find that difficult to believe. Alright. Man, there's...
Hey, got a few minutes? There's something we should talk about.
Not right this second, but... Yeah, sure, we can chat. I'm assuming there's a mech around here somewhere. Okay, got him. Oh, there's the mech way over there. Oh, you are the guys that are hitting me. Okay, how is that missing? Maybe my eyesight's off a little bit this morning. Well, there was 3 rock shots. Alright, let's see. Who's next? guess... Ooh, how many of these do I have? Oh, we have 8. Oh, yeah. Piece of cake. Let's swap weapons to this one. And I think I can hit you right there. Bingo.
We got this.
He should walk right into it.
Defensive barriers down.
Yep, that worked really well. Okay, so it still says 103. Wow. Alright, so you guys are all down now. Somebody's not down, though. Unless they're inside the building. Which that's possible. I have learned typically that obviously if the bad guys are not moving, then they're usually stationary, like a turret. Alright, so that should just leave the 2 bad guys that are left inside. Alright, let's go clean up our mess. You guys are just inside still. Okay. Cool. I hope everybody's having a spectacular Saturday so far. Hopefully you've got good Excuse me. There we go. Hopefully you have plans for the weekend and everybody's going to have some fun. I am finishing up, if you may or may not be able to hear the 3D printer again in the background, finishing the last couple of components for the punch needle frame or stand that I was building for Candace. So that will be finished today. So I have that to work on later this evening. And it's actually turning out better than I thought. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's actually turning out the way that I was hoping that it would, based on the way I had designed it. So, if everything works appropriately, she should have a new punch needle frame that is about 7 inches by 7 inches, so that she can do some of those smaller pieces. We forgot to get the password, didn't we? Let's go get the password. But yeah, once the legs, or once these last couple of pieces finish printing, I probably will grab the whole thing and put it together. We can take a look at it together. Very excited about that. Alright, let's see here. Components. But no... Is this one of these ones that has a second door that'll let us in? I don't think so. The other one had a second door, yes. I don't think this one has a second door. Oh, you wanted to talk about something? Okay. Let's chat. Let's have a chat.
Good to see you again.
Good to see
you're free
you.
for a chat. It's about Watchtower. First, though, if you'll indulge me for just a second, I have a small side tangent. I just wanted to say, the whole fleet thing, you've done a first-rate job. True, you could have more ships, but maybe that's just me being greedy. The amount you've got clearly works just fine.
Yeah, we held off a whole fleet.
Anyway, I'm glad you took my advice about building a fleet seriously. I have little doubt that's why you're still here, and not in some Watchtower cell. Right, sorry, distracted myself. We were talking about Watchtower.
Yep.
So far, the fleet you've put together has kept Watchtower at bay. Clearly, we hit on a strategy that works. But that doesn't mean we're untouchable. If we get complacent, it could end up spelling our doom. So I want to do a little recon. Find out what, if anything, Watchtower might know about our current operation. You up for a little adventure?
Sure.
Nothing too crazy, relatively speaking. I know where we can find a Watchtower database. One that's been freshly purloined by a gang of spacers. If we can get access to it, using Gren's decryption program, I should be able to hack the database and pull Watchtower's most recent intelligence reports. If there's no new mentions of us, then we're in the clear. Nothing to worry about, at least for the time being.
Wow, we've already progressed up to this point?
In that case, I don't know. There's
Wow,
probably
we've come a little
some
bit further
record
in the
of us on
Watchtower
database.
quest
I mean,
line than I thought.
It's not as if Watchtower don't know who we are.
Is that my
But
buddy
so long as
screaming?
nothing indicates a change in their tactics regarding us, I think we should be good.
What's wrong, bud?
Once we find the database, I'll have a better idea as to our next move.
That my
That is,
beans.
if we need to move at all. Here's the coordinates for the station that's holding the database. Once we arrive, I'll be boarding the station with you. So, let's get going.
Maybe we just need to stay with him all day tomorrow. Alrighty. Let's... Well, we don't have the... Oh, it's just a power switch? Oh. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. All the way over here, all the way down there. There's the battery we want. This way we always keep one extra on us. There we go. So I guess these guys were never allowed outside. They were just like locked in there until somebody decided to put another power core in there. Oh, there you go. Well, you guys should definitely not stand all together in a group. I can tell you that much. That approach does not work well. But I will take all of the little things that you have. Alright, so what's back here? So see, yeah, last time... Oh, there was a hallway there. Oh, that you could get through. And there weren't floating boxes. Alright, we'll take that, and that, and that. A computer core, yep. And that, yep. No. Yeah, sure. Sure. Alright, oh, credits, hey! We like credit sticks, we like digi sticks. What else do we have? Nothing. Alright, let's go. Here's what we're wanting. Well, that seems rather strange. That seems really strange. Okay. Alright. Can we fast travel out of this one? I think we can. Yay! Alright. Well, that was a bonus. Just randomly landing there. So anyway, my whole thing was, the reason we started this was because yesterday I had been getting lucky and I found a landing spot that every time I reloaded, a different ship would come in and
Good to
land
go for
near
landing.
me. And they were all within distance of me getting to them, obviously, before they took off. And I was hoping to get lucky like that again this morning, but boy, it sure doesn't seem like it. Try one more. Then we'll go back to the star station. We'll dump off all of our contraband. We'll head back to the UC. Yeah, not one. Well, now that's really weird. Ah, there goes my printer. That's the other thing. I was kind of stalling for time because I knew that was going to be done. Well, that seems a little ridiculous. Alright, so we're not going to be able to fly all the way back to the star station because it is all the way on the other side of the settled systems. I guess we could go do... Are you going to give me some... It's a new route that I don't know stuff? That is so frustrating when it does that. Isn't that the whole point of plotting a course or plotting a chart? Is you're getting to some place you haven't been to before? That's why you're plotting said chart? I'm just saying. It would seem that that would be rather obvious. Okay, so we're just actually going to this area here. Yeah, see, it switched that stuff again from my engines and put it in my EM weapons.
That's quite a few ships.
And I find that really annoying. I wish it would
We
quit
gotta take
doing
care of the
that.
spacer ships before we can board the station. Nothing we can't handle. We got this.
Alright, so there's that one.
Enemy's grav drive out of commission. Their shield system is damaged.
Can I target him? I guess not. Oh, he jumped before I got a chance to
Their
shoot.
grav drive. Enemy's shield system is offline.
Alright, let's
All
grab
right, nice
some
work. The way's clear.
equipment
Let's dock
here.
with the station and find that database.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Come here, my bud. Thanks. My buddy is not happy today. I think he needs some extra special attention. this one. Alright. Let's grab this one. Alright. Was there one more? Oh, there is. Hey, look at us. Alright. And right before we get onto this spacer station, I'm going to grab these things off my printer. Bum, 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 bum. Space station. Let's dock. Alright. 1 second. I'll be right back. What? Come here.
All right, let's cycle that airlock and get aboard.
I guess I can try. I mean, I've already got it drawn up. I can always make it smaller, I guess. All right. So we're going to have to increase the diameter of the legs because they're a little bit too loose. But there it is. And again, the fabric goes across here and should be punch needling this way. The little grippy pieces go on the side right here, and they'll be inset. The other thing that I did was I made it so, oh, hang on 1 sec, I dropped one. I made it so that when you take it apart, you can store the little legs in here, like that, and then pull them out when you need them. And obviously that's for shipping as well, just to make it easier for shipping. This one seems to be stuck just a little bit. There we go. All right. So there we go. So these would go in the sides like this. For shipping. And then this would just sit on top like that. And then you just take it out and put it back together again. So cool. All right. So now all we got to do is get the tacky part. We just got to get the tacky part on there and we are good to go. So I am excited about that. All right, let's board this thing. And let's take these guys out. And they definitely made this module a lot darker. as far as just not the theme, but just actual visibility. They've really made it to where
Yep,
you
this is
really
the place, all
need
right.
to use
On our
the...
approach, I saw another vessel docked. I'd bet every credit I have that we'll find the database sitting in that ship's cargo hold. However, the ship's at a docking port on the opposite side of the station.
Should be the one dying.
If you would not get your head in my way...
Whew, I got the blood pumping.
Yes, just keep your head out of my line of sight, dude. Or I'm gonna end up boxing your ears. Oh, that's nice. No.
Fight time!
Hey, go away, go away.
Come on, damn it. More fire on 'em.
Let's do this!
Man, those headshots are amazing.
Here we go!
I love it.
That was almost fun.
Alright, let's go around and pick up our goodies. Goodies, goodies, goodies. We're starting to get some of our ammo back. Running while cucumbered. Well, where are you out? I agree with that.
Oh, now we're talking.
Yeah, you might not want to start talking yet. Alright. Ah, look at that, a key. That's important. We will take that. And actually, we will leave those as well. Okay, so let's go back. Oops. Let's try that again. Let's go back to the other door now that we got the key. Yeah, I don't feel like doing all that. Will you work for me now? You will. Open door, please. Alright. Cool. Hey.
Getting shots out there.
My eyes! Damn it!
Eyes open!
You won't get me, though.
Yeah, actually, I will.
No more hostiles.
Who's playing games? Oh, I'm playing games. I'm literally playing a game.
Not so sneaky now.
I don't need to be that sneaky.
Fire!
Where Where did your little head go?
Taking us off.
Who's that
All that
Pokemon?
tension. Now, nothing?
Wow, okay. That was a lucky hit. That was a very lucky hit.
We're not far off now. Just keep moving forward.
So you say. So you say. Oh, that's cute. Siren of the Stars. I am definitely in the wrong... Oh. I say I'm definitely in the wrong place, but if there's money there, can't be too far off. Oh, man. I'm out of coffee. How did that happen? Alright, I'm going to have to get myself a cup of coffee here in a second. I guess we're going back downstairs. Just looking real quick to make sure there's not a magazine up here. Okay. So we're going to go downstairs. Well, you guys already know I'm coming, so I'm just not going to get hit by that.
Vanished.
No, not really. Let's do... Whoops. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Ah!
Just die already.
You know, you people don't seem to like each other very much. All I hear is, well, I didn't like him anyway. Can't really see you. Well, I can see you now. You probably wouldn't better. You probably would have been better off not moving. You probably would have been better off not moving. Are they down below us? Oh, they are.
Goes over.
No, there's one more around here somewhere. Couldn't tell if you were talking to me or if you were just yelling at somebody else. Let's see. Take those. Alright. There we go. Oh, that's you. I prefer not shooting you. I think I would prefer not shooting you. Requires a key. Suppose that key's back here somewhere. Oh, I forgot I'm encumbered. I'm cucumbered. Is he stuck? He would seem to be stuck. Is there something I don't want to carry? I don't need that. Yeah, I guess we'll keep all the rest of it for now. Okay. Alright, I did this last time. Well, fiddle. Fiddle, 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 fiddle. I already killed all these people. Let's see. Sure.
Hey. Yes.
So I need to get around to that guy, okay. Oh my golly, you had the key? How did I not loot that guy? Okay. I think our dude is stuck. I think he's stuck in the permanent crouch position. Alright, can I do this correctly this time? Because I'm not sure. I seem to find myself getting lost. Alright, now we have the key. There we go. Well, there's one of them.
Brace yourself! Nice teamwork. Like a well-oiled machine.
Teamwork? You're still laying down there all scrunched up.
They can't see.
Well, that would probably be because I shot you in the face. Oh, 2 more legendary cores. Okay, excellent. So then this gets me back out. We run past our pick up our goods here. Hit our exit button. And out we go back to our ship. Oh wait, that says we are not finished. That says go over here and do something. Oh, we were not quite finished.
Cargo hold is this way. Follow me.
Do I have to walk like that? Okay, I feel sorry for the guy. High priority. Interesting. Well, I hate to say it, dude, but they are definitely well aware of us. I'm assuming we can't take this ship either. Although I don't know that I really want it. Yep, no way to get into the pilot seat. Okay. We will take that. Okay. We're out of here. We're blowing this popsicle stand. I'm going to go get another cup of coffee here in just 1 second. Just as soon as we get back aboard our ship, I think. Why are we still here?
Aha! Watchtower database. Right where it should be. Just give me a few seconds here.
We already did that. Okay, well, he's doing that because he was stuck.
And we're in.
I'll be right
Pulling
back.
recent records. Well, hello. Here's a familiar entry. DA1596-B Torin. Uh-huh. And what is this? DS1599-A. I do believe this record is yours. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely you. No doubt about that. And... Oh, well, that's not good. Well, I didn't read everything, but I think I got the gist of it all. And it seems we have ourselves a classic good news, bad news situation. Which do you want to hear first?
All right, we are back with a cup of coffee. There we go. All right. So we now know that they know about us.
Right. The bad news. Watchtower know about everything we've been doing. Like, everything. I don't know how they even learned some of this stuff. They know about Stardock, about the fleet you've built to counter their abduction attempts. They definitely know about a handful of their listening posts going quiet.
Well, of
Yeah,
course
they
they're
know
gonna know
that was us. They know about Harper, Gren, Dr. Lane, even Babs. They know everything. The good news, there isn't any. Sorry, I lied. I thought it might soften the blow. Oh, hold on. There's more. They also know about your connection to Constellation, about the artifacts, and they know that both you and I are Starborn. I'm not surprised. It did seem like you already figured it out. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. It's just, well, there were reasons. Important ones. And I'd imagine you have more than a few questions you'll want answering, and I'm more than willing to explain myself. But
Well, that's
before
nice
we
of
get to
you.
that, Watchtower. The database suggests they've been doing more than just watching us. They've been planning something. Something big. Something that a fleet can't protect us from. I don't know yet. Not fully. This is more than I thought we'd be dealing with. I need to get this database back. Try to
Okay.
pull more info from it. Listen, we definitely need to talk about many things.
Many
But
things.
it's going to have to wait just a little bit longer. I'm going to take this ship back to Stardock, see if Gren can help me with the database. Meet me at Stardock as soon as you can, and I'll answer everything, I promise. Or I suppose I could give you a ride back, if you'd prefer.
Why would you need to give me a ride?
Sure thing. We'll talk soon, okay? See you back at Stardock.
Oh, is he gonna take? Oh, maybe he's gonna take this ship. Interesting. All right, so yeah, so I guess he's gonna take that ship because he's not following us as a companion anymore. All right, so we're out of here. Ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum bum. Back to Stardock we go. Hopefully Stardock is improving. I need to get a much bigger grav drive. Actually, that's what I should spend some money on real
All
quick.
green on release.
Just because I... Oh, no, fuel. Fuel tanks. That's what we need is fuel tanks. Because it's the fuel we've been running out of, not the grav drive. Distance. Yeah, see, it's going to tell us we don't have enough fuel. Yep. Okay, so we need to get some bigger fuel tanks. Oh, great. We can get to Crixus.
We're free to fly.
Bingo.
Smooth jump. Nice work.
I don't know that we're quite going to be able to make it all the way. Oh, it looks like we are. Alright. So we need bigger fuel tanks. That is a must.
Grab
We got
drive
computer
spinning
cores to
down.
deal
Systems
with.
down.
Let's see. Do. Is there a reason you're not staying linked? There we go.
We have a clean dock, right on the money.
Well, I'm very happy that that thing turned out. I just need to cut those stripping, glue it into place. Oh, let's see. Do we have any? I don't think we have any parts on our ship. But we definitely need... that was me not paying attention to the button I was pushing. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. Okay, let's try this again. Um, ba-da-ba. Let's see, we don't need any of you. Hang on, we do need you. We don't need any of the... Oh, wait, hang on. Actually, I think I do want those computer cores back, actually. So, resources, we want... computer cores... and any intel as well as those. Okay. Miscellaneous. Oh yeah, we so have to sell this junk. Okay. But we're still really heavy. We're gonna have to stop carrying that extra gun around.
Your arrival has been logged.
Alright, we are going to put... we are going to put this... yeah, we're going to put that weapon back on our ship. Alright. We may change our mind later. First word was daddy. Oh, interesting. Oh, Maggie. Maggie. Okay. Why was I thinking?
Ah, good timing. Please, take a seat. Not long finished pulling what we can from that Watchtower database. Uncovered
All right.
plenty of interesting tidbits, and a few answers to some lingering questions.
Okay.
Speaking of, I think it's long past time you got some answers yourself. So, elephant in the room, me, and my status as Starborn. Not too sure how to start this, really. Any ideas?
Yeah, just put it out.
I thought about it. I could tell you were already Starborn, so I wasn't going to disrupt your journey on the road to the Unity. But before I could even think about revealing anything, I needed to see what kind of person you were, what you were really like. And it turns out you were pretty much what I expected. I thought about it. I could tell you were already Starborn.
Oh,
But
sorry.
before I could even think,
Did it show that was already used? Oh, it did. Okay.
In this universe? No. No one else knows I'm Starborn, just you. Oh, and I guess Watchtower as well. And now that I think about it, maybe also any other Starborn I've met who also just happened to have jumped to this universe. They'd know. But that's it. No one else. That's easy. I told you that when we first met. I want to do everything I can to keep you safe from Watchtower. But maybe you need context as to why I want to do that.
Probably.
The simple answer is, you saved my life. Not you, but another you. You see, in my previous universe, I was captured by Watchtower. There was no explanation, no trial, no jury, just indefinite incarceration and experimentation. And that's
Interesting.
where I'd still be if another Starborn prisoner hadn't taken pity on me. Seemed like he'd been there for a long time. Yet somehow one day he broke himself free, and instead of just running for it, he risked his life to free me too. It didn't take long to figure out we were being held on a star station, so the plan was simple. Commandeer a ship and get the hell out of there. At this point, Watchtower knew we'd escaped, so we had to fight to get to the docking bay. It was tough, but having Starborn powers
Excuse me.
sure helped. And then, just as we were about to board a ship, I turned around and saw you. Minus half your head. I have no idea what they shot you with, but
Half my head. That's
there
messy.
was nothing I could do.
That's got to be really messy.
You were already gone.
Wow, that's terrible. But obviously you made it out
Yeah, I
alive.
escaped. But after that, no
Well,
matter
good.
where I went or how much I tried to keep a low profile, Watchtower always managed to find me. It became clear there was nowhere I could hide. At least not in that universe. So I gathered the artifacts, constructed the armillary, and passed through the Unity. Ended up in the universe you
See,
and I are in
armillary,
right now.
armillary
I had a chance for a do-over to avoid
seems to
being
be
captured by
pronounced
Watchtower
differently
this
by
time.
different people.
But I realized there was someone who deserved that more than me. I know you're not technically the same person I met on that station, but I owe you one. That's why I tracked you down. Brought you in on this whole fleet thing. I had to pay you back for saving me. I had to keep you safe. Don't mention it. Anyway, if there's anything you want to know about me, Starborn, or Unity, just ask, okay? I'll answer what I can. But back to the subject of Watchtower, the database. With Gren's help, I pulled a lot more info than we usually could. I know what they're planning now, and I'm not gonna lie, it's not good.
Um,
First off, Watchtower know what Starborn are. I mean, I always suspected as much, but now I know for sure. Only they call Starborn deviants?
Hmm.
Charming. They consider us dangerous, a threat to mankind, even. That's why they've been trying to capture us. Only with us, their usual tactics aren't working, and they are well aware of it. All the hostile ships they've sent our way? Busy work to keep us occupied and laboring under the increasingly false impression that we're safe. Turns out, we are
Diversion.
not.
Oh.
Well, apparently we're high priority targets. Enough of a problem for Watchtower to be engineering a whole new technology just to capture us.
What?
Presumably it's some kind of weapon, but I couldn't uncover any real specifics. Only that a fleet won't offer any protection from it. I believe Watchtower's current game plan is to keep us occupied until this weapon is complete, and then hit us with everything they have. Watchtower knows more than I thought, but they don't know that we know that they know,
Cottony.
which gives us an advantage. I think. By letting us build and maintain a fleet, Watchtower thinks they've kept us distracted. They'll think we're content to keep to our current status quo. So, I propose we instead do the unexpected.
All right.
Instead of letting Watchtower come to us when they're good and ready, we go to them before they've had time to finish their new weapon, and we take them out of the picture. I won't lie, it will be dicey, but it's the only way I can see us not ending up in a containment cell for the rest of our lives.
Gotcha.
Hold on. I admire you being proactive, but we shouldn't rush this. We still have time. For the sake of secrecy, for now, I'm going to hold off on sharing the exact details of my take-out Watchtower plan until you think we're good to go. For the moment, I suggest you keep working on your fleet. Get as many ships as you can, outfitted with the best weapons, systems, and of course, skydrops. When you think we're ready, just let me know. In the meantime, business as usual. Now, let's get back to it, shall we?
Sure. I don't have any.
Be seeing ya.
So, let's go upgrade our fuel tank real quick because we're tired of half jumping across the universe. We're like skipping. Ba-da-ba-da-da-ba-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. We can give her some more computer components and just.
Lab stands ready to assist.
Are you gonna
Is
allow
there-
me to recharge my
Your skydrops
components?
will be restocked momentarily.
Awesome. I would like to modify my
Please
ships.
provide modification details.
I would like to increase. Where is my fuel? Oh, down here? Okay. I would like to increase my fuel capacity. These are 70. We are obviously looking for things that are more than 70. Hopefully that will still fit under there. Ooh, those are 250. What if those are still? What if those will those fit where? No, I don't think they will they? So there we go. There's a side mount. I don't think we want side mount. Do we really? Do we really have to have top mount only? How are these How are these mounted? Oh, they are only top mount. We can put them here, though. Let's try that. That should give us more than enough fuel. Right? Actually, technically... What are these anyway? Cargo hold. Oh, so that's our cargo. Oh, okay. That's fine. That's fine.
Thank you for your visit.
All right, let's see. Two things. Let's see if he has any more flares for us. Lazarus! I am doing well. It's a dreary, wet Saturday there in the UK. Well, I am sorry to hear that, unless you like dreary,
Hello.
wet Saturdays.
Speak.
I want to see what you have for sale. There we go.
I've gathered some things you might find useful.
How about some... Yeah. I'll take all those. What else do you have? Adaptive frames. Okay. All kinds of little things. Nickel, sealant, spices. Oh, you got a pretty good selection. Okay, cool. The Wolf 23. I am doing well. I am doing well. I hope you're having a spectacular Saturday. Welcome, welcome. We are finishing up the UC Vanguard. It's the norm here for the... I'm assuming for like that type of year, right? For this time of year. You guys are that way. We had rain a couple of days ago. We will not be having rain, I don't think today. But yeah, we've had... This is our season for rain. And then... Well, actually... This is just about the end of our rainy season. We'll get a couple of more storms occasionally. Then from here on out, it's just hot. Hot and sticky. Sticky and hot. I mean, like...
Excuse me.
95 to 105 hot. With like
Look who decided to drop
87%
by.
humidity.
Huh.
You're-
We're actually getting patrons. Starting to feel alive here. People
is
must
starting
have
to feel
noticed
alive
your
here.
ships out there. Made them curious to visit.
Cool.
Every new face I see, it reminds me of why I started this. Everyone needs somewhere to belong.
Yep. Alright, so I want to give you all the intel.
Great, hand it over.
I want to get as many things as
Let
we
me
can.
plug in and see what comes up.
Let's make sure we don't have any contraband on us. Then we can go back to New Atlantis. Ooh, I was going to say, that's
And
taking a long time.
Finished. There's
Cool.
a post in a system within reasonable range. Transferring what we got now. Do what you gotta do. Safe travels.
Cool. Alright,
See you around.
so now, let's just make sure we don't have any contraband on us. Outpost management specialist. We already have outpost people. We got good people already.
Dab stands ready to
Let's
assist.
just make absolutely sure. So we have nothing on us. We already cleared the ship. So the ship should be cleared so we can go back finally to New Atlantis. All right. Yes, please. So we got new fuel tanks. We wiped out some more listening posts.
You are entering United
We're gonna go
Colonies
back and
space.
do
Maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
the UC Vanguard. We'll continue that quest line, and we're gonna take out some more listening posts. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Oh, that's right. I gotta go meet with this guy. I don't like this guy either. Although I don't mind him as much as Benjamin Bayou. I had to go across town for another load. We did not get to Vladi's house yet. We can do that in just a minute. Yeah, you know, Shattered Space the first time through was nice. And I think the first time through Shattered Space, I did a bunch of the, I guess, side quests as well. You know, one of these days, we're going to really have to build, instead of having to go back to Paradiso to strip all of our stuff, we're going to have to actually build a couple of those. Probably at our outpost. Wouldn't that make sense? If we can. But I don't know that we've gotten the... Do we have the components for doing that? I need to... Oh, okay, I know where I need to go. I know where I need to go. Let's go to here. Ba-dum-bum. Vladimir has a nice house on a nice planet too. In fact, I think I set a copper and some other mining facility on his on the planet where his house was in one of my playthroughs. I don't remember which one it was. But we do need to go back to our outpost as well. Create a couple of storage containers. Hook all of our raw materials up to the storage containers. And then start some manufacturing of some frames as well as some other things. Okay, so he has left me completely. He is no longer my companion.
Logging authorized entry. Unsealing access. You may proceed down the corridor.
Alright, so he's not a very good companion. So I think we're going to pick up my favorite, because we'll pick up Andrasia. I just like her conversations better, I think. And I don't mind her quest line quite as much.
Please, come down and approach the intercom. You and I should chat.
Yes.
President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse.
Ba-da-ba.
Quite the series of accomplishments you've managed.
Lazarus, have
But
you
now
played
you face a
the
foe
Shattered
unlike any
Space
other.
with
An invisible
Andrasia
enemy
as your
lurking in the
companion?
shadows. You're going to need all the help you can get.
Because
Which
she
is why I
does
hope we
change
can
some of
speak.
her...
Do you know who I am?
the context of some of her verbal communications based on you going through that process. Yes, she does get very possessive, doesn't she? Do, 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 do.
Perceptive. I like that. I'm Francois Sanon, but most know me as Vivictus. I was an admiral during the Colony War. One
Alright,
of its
I wonder...
great villains, if you
I
believe
guess I
the
should probably
slates.
do that at some point.
I was to be executed for my crimes, but the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply discard. So they put me here. A sacrifice on the altar of peace.
Sacrifice on
Even
the
my
altar of
death
peace. What in
served
the world?
colonies.
We're going to do something here real quick. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. We're going to do that.
Who's that Pokemon?
We're going to do that. I think that's just what we're going to do. We're going to drop that in there. Alright, I want to try something real quick.
Was that all?
Yeah, settle down, bud. I'm busy doing something. Let me know. Hopefully this won't be too loud. Hang on, let me turn it down a little bit just in case.
Super genius!
Alright, so you guys can hear that, right?
Super genius!
Super genius?
Super genius!
Alright. So hopefully those are working so you guys can hear those. So I had a Stream Deck. Is it Stream Deck? Steam Deck? Stream Deck? Something like that. Anyway.
Continue whenever you like. Very astute. That's my daughter.
Cool.
My progeny. You've been
My
working alongside.
progeny.
Has she shared with you the nature of our little family?
Yes. That's what I wanted. Weird noises like this.
Super genius!
Super genius. Alright. She told me she's a cocoon, yes.
Did she? So willing to trust Hadrian. I never did succeed in
So we can do
driving that
things
out of
like...
her. Our relationship has always been a challenging one. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given
legacy
all
you
the
established.
finest
I don't know the
training to
legacy
support
that
it.
you established is one you want
And
carried
she
on.
excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. And I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do.
Fine, I'm listening.
After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of their recovery teams, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals that evaded justice after the colony war. With quite a few successes, I might add. But in the process, I managed to find something else. The names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on. I'll tell you where they are, but in exchange, I need something dealt with. There is a former colleague of mine, a man.
Is
by the
there
name of
any way to
Dr.
save this
Orleans.
doctor?
Like myself and Hadrian, he
I'm
was
assuming
involved
there
in some
isn't.
of the United Colony's more
Because it would break his
problematic
storyline?
lines of research. Mech weapons were his specialty. If it dealt death, he could make a deal more. When the colony war ended, he fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder to this day. But I finally found him. I want you to track him down and deal with him, however you're able. I'm not expecting he'll come quietly. Bring me evidence that the job's done, and I'll tell you what I know.
Because it would be interesting.
You can certainly try, but the man's been out there 20 years. He's likely gone feral by now. Easier for all if you simply blow up his ship.
Oh, interesting. So Greybeard says there's a creation that presents Reginald or actually presents his side of the story. Okay.
If that's what you require to sleep at night, so be it. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Etheria, Wolf System. There's a star station in the vicinity, the Den. The head of the local vanguard, one Captain Marquez, should be able to help you find our man.
Oh, but there's just a body there. Oh, so he's already been dealt with. This is just Vae Victus's way of kind of getting us. entangled in this scenario because the ship blows up or we destroy the ship or whatever, he has us for quote unquote killing a man. I got you. I got you. So they do not let you break the so they do not give you an alternate story or an alternative story. Because otherwise it would break his storyline. Because then you could prove that he was corrupt, that he was planning the whole thing and it was a big setup, yada yada yada. Okay. Alright, that makes sense. Wait, did I not talk to him? Oh yeah. Speak with Deputy McIntyre. Oh, okay. Deputy McIntyre. So if I'm really good and get the ship and disable the engines and board the ship, all I still find is a dead body there. Okay. That makes sense, kind of, sort of.
Captain, did your meeting go well? I hope it's clear now why we needed you to agree to all the secrecy. Captain, please, keep your voice down. The situation with the prisoner is a complex one. A holdover from a different era. But it's a situation we've been managing as discreetly and humanely as we can.
You've been managing? How do you figure?
A critical part of that management is making sure no one else learns it. Do I make myself clear?
Yeah, I'll keep it to myself.
Good. Because bringing this up to the outside world would create the unfair appearance, Captain, that you're unhinged.
I'm unhinged? You guys are the ones keeping a war criminal in your basement.
Now, was there something in
and
particular
not telling
you
anybody
needed to discuss about what we were just discussing? Dr. Reginald Orlaise? He's finally found him. Of course, killing Orlaise is completely out of the question. But bringing him to justice... He's been on the lam for years. That'd be a huge win for the UC. What's being offered in return? Really? He found the members of the research team. We'd already initiated a search for them.
Yeah, see, this is all coming together just way too easy for this dude.
Captain, if that's the deal, you have my endorsement. Just so long as you make every effort to bring the man in alive. Now, was there anything else you wanted to discuss regarding the meeting?
I don't have anything else.
Then I'll bid you good day, Captain. And remind you of the importance of discretion.
Oh, well, let me remind you the importance of transparency. Oh. Oh, there we go. Alrighty, we are going... I have no idea where we're going. Looks like we're going to the wolf system. Alright, the problem is I have ships in my fleet. And as soon as I get a hold of that...
The Den responding to hail. You're cleared to dock. Welcome to UC space.
As soon as I get into range of that guy's ship, these guys are going to blow him out of the sky. Alright, here we go.
And you didn't even scratch the paint.
I didn't even scratch the paint. Alright, don't really need anything from you guys.
Sorry.
Looking to lodge a complaint? Then you want UC security, not the Vanguard. Oh, apologies, Captain. Didn't recognize you without the uniform. So, what can I do for you? Orlaise. Doesn't ring a bell. Anything you can tell me about him?
Let's see.
Seriously? Out here? Surprised they didn't send out a general notice he's in town. Though, I guess there's less a chance he bolts if they keep it hush. But I expect we would have heard something... Wait... The Warlock! There's been rumor of a ship out there for years now. Doesn't respond to hails, never docks. More than a few amateur investigators.
So it sounds like he's
and at least
been dead
two
for a while.
never came back. Aetherius debris fields are plenty dangerous if you're not used to flying in them.
To unassign the whole
But if
fleet?
you're suggesting
Yeah, that's what I
it
was
might
afraid
not
of.
have been the fields that got them. Well, I can give you the coordinates of the Warlock's last sighting. Can't think of a better spot your Orlaise might be hiding.
I'll take those coordinates.
Sure thing. Here. This should get you pointed in the right direction.
Well, thank you.
Go get your man.
Let's go get our man. Or bad guy.
Marquez is all right, I guess. She's gonna be lucky to have me as a boss.
I don't think it's gonna matter.
Nice.
Just
Clean
for
set
fun. Alright, so let's head for... Now, no reason for everybody to start shooting. Assuming that's a proximity mine over there. Is he behind that second?
Boy, who is this you've brought me? More scrap for the field. Savor your last moments, moat. All systems. Shoot them down.
Target lock. Target lock. Doc. Gotcha. Oh, so he just shot himself.
Docking cycle complete.
So did he just shoot himself and damage his ship?
I lost everything because of the UC. They will get no more.
Who's that Pokemon?
Yep. Alright.
Pilot emergency detected. Hatch override engaged.
So he killed himself. Alright.
Error. File deletion cannot be completed. Ending process.
Well, that's I mean, I understand why they do it because otherwise, oh, they've all been deleted. Okay. Otherwise, that would be kind of awkward. It would really put a wrinkle in the storyline. Sure. I guess I can I take the ship too? Inoperable. Oh, okay. Alrighty. Again, I don't understand why the game restricts you from picking up these ships. I mean, it's not like it's that great of a ship to begin with. Although it is interesting that you can see he's definitely messing around with something weird. So that's kind of cool. All right. You missed the digi-stick on the table. Oh, thank you. I didn't even see that there. Okay. All right. So dead men tell no tales. Oh, look at that. Harvested organs. Interesting. So you have some contraband on you. Is that a credit stick back under there? It is. Oh. Thought that was another nuclear power rod. I was going to get all excited. But no. Nope. Alrighty. Well, at least we know the guy offed himself. Let's see. So that was definitely a different... Because every other time I've ever done this, I've just gone in there and blown him up. Just blew up his ship. He started shooting at us. We shot back at him.
Undocking complete, Captain.
Okay, so... So turn back to our friend. Oh, let's go ahead and pick up some, let's go ahead and pick up some ammo while we're in town. let's first go to... No. Mercantile. Hello.
If it belongs, there's a bit more in the back if you're not seeing something on this. Oh, please, take a look.
Absolutely, I will. I don't understand why you're looking away from me. We'll take those, but what we're really looking for are those. Sure. All right.
Thanks for shopping at Jemison Mercantile.
So that's the other thing we've really got to fix. Let's go here. I think the other thing I'm getting ready to do...
I'm pleased to report that our stocks are currently... Welcome to UC Distrib...
My brain's
I
working.
hope
I'm
we have
actually
what you
thinking.
need.
I think we may slip out the... or switch out the...
Back to it then.
engineering 1x3 or 3x1 hab for an empty one, and I think we're gonna look to see if we can put our workstations. God, I couldn't think of the word there for a minute. To put our workstations there. Because I would like to start stripping some of this stuff and selling it off while we're here in town. Rather than having to fly back to Paradiso every single time and strip all the stuff off and then do all the things. I'm assuming we have that ability, or we can have that ability on our ship.
I'm sure you already know there's no one-size-fits-all solution for personal firearms.
I agree.
There's
One
something to be
size
said
does
for
not
brand
fit
new.
all.
Please, take a look.
I would like some ammo. What do you have for sale as far as weapons? Oh, you have some relics. Okay. No, 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 no. Alright, so I don't really want any of those. I'm not selling anything myself. What are you selling? That. 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 All right. All right, cool. Thank you, thank you. All right, so we got some more ammo. We need to swap that out so we can put that on our ship. I gotta go talk to the Victus. So let's go right here. Let's swap that hab out real quick and see if we can build some stuff to at least strip the components off of our gear. Alright, so I'd like to talk to you. I'd like to view and modify my ships.
No problem.
I would like to modify this ship. I would like to take this 3x1 hab right here. And I would like to exchange it for... Habs. So can I just go ahead, I can just select this, right, and change it this way? Stroud all-in-one empty berth. There we go. Alright, so now when I get on here, this should be empty. Ta-da! Okay. So now I should be able to... Boy, it is still doing that weird... It is still doing that weird thing where it's... Or it is slipping down in. Okay, that just doesn't make any sense. That just makes no sense whatsoever. Okay, what I want... I don't... Okay, how do I... I have to find a quantum rig. Oh, wow, I can't even do that until I get those things? Payloads and astrodynamics. I see that. So that's not going to be a problem to get.
Who's that Pokemon?
All right. Do 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 do. All right, so we have our new fuel tanks. So we should have no problems getting from point A to point B anymore. Which that's going to be good. Gonna go get groceries? Alright, see you in a bit. Have fun. I think I may have some errands to run this afternoon as well. My wife is just talking to me about a couple of things we probably need to get done today because where we need to go is not open tomorrow. So let's see, what do we got here? We have weapons, a bunch of them. We have some suits, some backpacks, some helmets. Alright. So we are definitely cucumbered at the moment. However, we're just going over here to knock some of this stuff off. My inventory, weapons. I'm gonna do you and you and you. Alright, that should do it. Yep, we're going to hit our start button. Excuse me. I cleared all that out. So somehow... Transfer item into the box. Yep, activate the console. Wait for the processing. Okay. Research, industrial, legendary crafting, and resource crafting terminals are attached for your convenience. The output contains are linked to your outpost and can... Oh, and you can craft using their inventory without looting them if you choose. Buildable codex machines. The codex pieces are individually buildable and modular at your outpost or on your ship. They are not prepackaged together to prevent collision with ship and outpost hab structures, components, and generated foundations. Alright. The input container occasionally, yep. Excuse me. Alright, so if that's that... Alright, so... Take all of those. I guess we'll go ahead and take all of these as well. And we might as well take all of these as well. Go back to our ship. Inventory. Our inventory. Resources. Is there any resource we shouldn't give you? No. Weapons. Yes. Yes, yes. We gave them the wrong one, didn't we? No, I thought we had a better one than that. Maybe we didn't. I thought we had found a... Nope, I guess not. I guess we did not. Alright, that should do it. Okay, now we should now be able to go over here and sell some of this stuff. Although I like the look of the Constellation one. Ooh, that's not bad. Wow, that's not bad at all. Alright. So that's good. Let's go back to there. Perfect. Sell some more stuff. I will say, playing with these mods, or creations, whichever it is you call them, has really made the game a lot more fun and a lot more interesting. Okay, so you're still almost broke. Alright, however, you should have a bunch of money, because I just gave you a bunch of money. And you had money. So I'm going to assume...
If you don't see which... There is a bit more in the back if you're not seeing...
Yes.
Oh, please, take a look.
I would like to sell you from my ship helmets. $88, $84, $50. That's fine for now. Okay. We would like to take more money away from you. And to do that, we would like to start selling off these things. So you're broke. That's fine.
Appreciate the business.
So let's fast travel to... Oh, I guess I could have got it from there. Never mind. Let's fast travel to here, because you should have some money. We'll get rid of some of that stuff.
There's not. I'm sure you already. Only the.
Oh yeah, you got cash. Good, good, good. Oh, are you serious? All right. Oh, can I? Are you serious? I can't wait here? Well, I'll be. All right. So I guess we're out of here. Let's go talk to Victus. Which I can get to you from right there. Alright. So unfortunately that guy died. Or killed himself. But this will move this quest line along, and we can probably go do some more listening posts if we want to. Trying to think. What does this get us? Oh, that's what we were gonna do. We need to go back to our station. Our
Welcome back, Captain.
Base and
you have some news for
finish
me
doing
regarding
that.
Dr. Olays.
Yes, I do.
I'm not surprised. The man fled every consequence he ever faced. Of course, you don't expect me to just take you at your word, do you?
Sure.
Excellent. Please, deposit it in the transfer system.
Transfer accepted.
Would you look at that? Kept it all these years.
He kept it all these
Some
years.
simply couldn't let go of that old world. This is fine work, Captain. I can ensure the remaining team members find their way to the Red Devil's headquarters. Except for one.
Oh, this is a fun one. Yeah.
His name is Kaiser. You can find him on the Freestar world of Nira, wandering the battlefield there. The area was ground zero for Xenomorph deployments during the war, so I would arm yourself appropriately. And I think you'll want to check in with Hadrian and Dr. Walker before paying it a visit. Kaiser will likely have security protocols you'll need their help to overcome.
Don't worry.
Is that so? Well, I look forward to it, Captain.
Alrighty. Let's... can I do it from here? Oh, we can. Awesome. Who's that Pokemon? Alright. Man, this place is always dusty. I see why people complain about it. Yeah, but can't I get there from here? Yeah, that's what I thought. See, I thought I could get there from here. Across the sea.
Captain, welcome back. Was afraid you might have gotten reassigned. You've been gone so long.
Whatever.
So how's it feel to be a citizen?
Feels good, Major.
It should. You risked life and limb to earn it. But it is real good to have you here again. We've been going through the Terramorph data and, well, we're gonna need all the help we can get. These logs, they're even more thorough than I remembered. Genetic workups, population statistics, hell, even their food chain.
Cool.
I'd completely forgotten, for example, that there was a creature that actually ate Terramorphs.
What?
At this point, the data's given us more options to explore than we have people to work on them. That'd be something, wouldn't... I'm sorry, are you? You're serious?
Yep.
You found our research team?
Yep.
That's incredible. That accelerates everything. With them back, it'll let us... Wait. Kaiser. Did you find Kaiser?
He's my next stop.
That's right. You would need that. Whoever gave you these leads sure knew their stuff. Oh, how? How exactly did you manage to find them?
This violates our protocol, but...
That's not funny. Seriously, how'd you find them? No. That's insane. He died. They executed him. They faked his death?
Of course.
My entire unit, they threw
They
us
used
all
AI.
to the wolves, but kept him? And now he's what? An advisor? Commanding the fleet in secret? What was so important that they had to keep him alive?
Don't know.
Oh, they certainly picked an expert, didn't they? I guess it makes sense, though, doesn't it? The UC of that era only created me because they were afraid of a world without Vae Victus in command. Why would they get rid of him? As long as I live, I'll never understand the loyalty that old bastard elicited. You've got nothing to apologize for. Because the UC, they did a lot of terrible things for that man. But even knowing they did, knowing that they kept him alive all this time, you know what I feel right now? It's hope. I had no one when I was outside the UC. No Red Devils, no family. But that old world, where I was no one and my father mattered, that's gone. Thanks to what you and I have done, I have a place again. A purpose. But it's finally one I can be proud of. You and I, we're getting to change what the UC stands for.
Well, that's good.
So I don't care if Vae Victus is alive or dead. He can rot for all I care. We're the ones who are making the settled systems and the UC better.
There you go.
Precisely.
I can get behind that.
We can do about past
Welcome,
choices.
YouTube viewers.
What we
Appreciate
can
you.
do
Happy Saturday.
is try and
Hopefully,
make
you're
the
having
right
a
ones
spectacular Saturday so far.
So,
we're
let's get
playing
back
some
to the business
Starfield
at
New
hand.
Game Plus Plus.
Now,
at the
my
moment.
father just handed
Day
over the information on the
26.
research team
Yep.
at Kaiser out of the clear blue.
We're
I can't
currently
say I
doing
trust
the
it.
UC Vanguard
But
quest line,
if he has something to gain from helping us prevent Terramorph
as well
attacks,
as doing
I'm not
Watchtower and
while you
Dark Star,
absolutely
which
wanna
are
be
the two mods
cautious,
that we just recently loaded
what would you think about trying to bring
when we
back
got to New
Kaiser?
Game Plus and then New Game Plus Plus.
There's something on the horizon, that's for sure. We just need to not let that distract us from the work at hand.
Agreed.
And that starts with Kaiser. But if he's been out there
Kaiser
for a while,
Sosa. Oh,
you're
wrong
gonna need
Kaiser.
some things.
Wrong Kaiser. Although I cannot help but think of that name every time we get to this part of the game, and we have to go get him.
Hello.
I still need something from you. I do. Oh, that's right. You have to walk up here. Then you got to do things, and then you got to do other things. Thank you. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Now we can move.
I know it's here somewhere.
Although I do like that outfit. I would like to take her outfit and actually give it to
Kaiser schematics.
One of my other crew.
Actuators, weapons, batteries. That old robot's been MIA for a while, so chances are he's gonna need some repairs. He's also got a lock on his voice controls. You can give yourself authorization with the phrase, Nos belli machinis.
Nos belli machina.
Where exactly is the old machine?
Banel, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
A battlefield.
Hopefully you're having a spectacular
No wonder no one's found
so
him.
far.
That sector of Nira was destination #1 for xenoweapons during the war. Add to that general environmental devastation and the kind of lawlessness that comes with any Freestar world, and that planet's got more than enough ways to make a visit your last.
Oh, burned your arm.
I think there's a place where you can start your search.
I hope it's gonna get well soon. Hopefully it's not too bad.
One-of-a-kind salvage. Licensed to an Angelo Alonso. Goes by Gel.
Goes by the name Gel.
As good a place to start as any.
Good a place to start as any. Looks like I found
And I'll make
Austin
sure we're
Nira.
ready to put him to use as soon as you got him.
Nira. Alrighty, where are we gonna pop over to? Nira, I guess. And then we can take out some more listening posts.
You might be interested in.
I picked up something you might be interested. Oh, no, I didn't. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. What's over here? Banded Bionics Lab. Okay. Let's do this. We do need to go back to our base at some point, as we should have materials there to do that. All right. I cannot tell you how many times I shot these turrets out because I thought they were for me and not the heat leeches. What did that say? Riley Duncan. Oh. All right. Oh, so you used to be a former member of the First. Interesting.
Hey! New model on the floor. Welcome to the one-of-a-kind. Refuge and rest home for the hardest scrappers anywhere. Name's Jill. Proprietor. Not here to make your fortune out in the fields then, huh?
No.
Suit yourself. But there's no bot named Kaiser around. Oh, unless you mean Captain Ahab?
Captain Ahab?
That's what we've all been
I
calling
bet it's
him.
the same.
No clue what his actual designation is, since he's got some sort of security protocol that prevents inquiries and general chit-chat. But he's a combat bot, right? Yeah, that machine's been out there a while now, hunting this one siren. His white whale. But it's been a while since anyone's laid eyes on Captain Ahab, though. Maybe he finally got the thing. Or it got him. That's where I recognize that insignia. Red Devils. Yeah, Ahab's definitely your bot.
Good.
So, sounds like you've got two options. You can wander around out there, hunting your bot. Little old white whale of your very own. Maybe you find him. Maybe you get yourself killed. But knowing this rock is part of what we do here. So if you want to find him a whole lot faster, I'll sell you what I know about this. Kaiser's location.
No.
Going rate's a little steep, but I'm willing to negotiate. Suit yourself. South Dock's a good place to find your bearings before heading in. And if you change your mind, offer stands.
Offer still stands. All right. Well, let's go out here and get this. Go get our bot. It looks like the Ecliptic got their hands full. Well, it slowed him down, but it didn't kill him, did it? Man, what level are these things? Good gravy, what level are these things? Let's try. Let's try this weapon. Who's shooting at what? Bears. Alright, we know there's some. Oh, 151. No wonder. Missed him both times.
Who's that Pokemon?
Did not miss you. Or you. Alright, just needed a little coaxing. Well, that set him back, didn't it? There we go. seems to work okay on them. I mean, not great. There we go. Alright, who's left? Who's left? Because I think there's still some more of you out there, right? Oh, yeah, there are. Well, let's go find our friends. You're going to do Freestar Rangers today, Benel? Awesome! That is always a fun quest line. Especially at the end. When you get to fight all the bad guys. I like that one because it offers a little bit of strategy and a couple of really good firefights. Well, there they went. Oh, there you are. Another one over there somewhere. Why is that not working them out into the open? Alright, let's go track this thing down. Level 93. Good job. Good job. And I think we upped one of these. Ranged critical hits kill increases your critical hit chance with all ranged weapons by 25% for 20 seconds. Okay. And this one says... I don't care what that says. What does this one say? Critical hits using a non-automatic ranged weapons without a scope do double damage, and those with scopes knock down enemies on the next shot. I guess since both the ones I'm using right now are not automatic weapons, we'll take that one for now. Because this is obviously not an automatic weapon. And neither is the other one. Okay, so we still have... one bogey over here. Oh, a 153. Okay, hang on. Well, I just saw it move over there. Ooh, we got lucky on the catch there. Okay, I know you're over here. Oh, the heat leech spawned inside the container. Interesting. Well, that's very, very interesting. Alright, so let's try something else. Oh, nice shooting. Nice shooting. If I do say so myself. I love shooting from range like that. Oh. Oh, it's not gonna let me stand up there, huh? Nope. That also worked out very well. But according to this, there's still someone over here.
My head.
Well, that would be because I was shooting you in the head. That would explain why your head was hurting so much. Anything that we want here? Alright, so we've already killed the bad guy, so we can go get our robot. What do you have? Yep. Okay. Sure. You weren't nearly as difficult as I thought you were going to be. Alright. So let's go get our robot. Kaiser. We'll free the robot. We will have to probably go get a battery because I don't think I have one on me. Although we might have had one on our ship. A microprocessing battery or something. But let's see. All the things that would have given us trouble are dead. Although it's creepy that that one's still standing there. Very creepy. Do we have to? I think we have to go in this way. Yep. Initially, we have to go in this way. Is there another one on him? There we go.
Voice.
Who's that Pokemon?
Pokemon!
Attempting to resume. Attempting to. Error. Power. Level. Insufficient. Battery required.
Oh, microcell. Maybe I don't have a microcell.
Inquire at salvage yard. Inquire power. Insufficient power.
Alright.
Battery required.
I think we can fast travel there. Woohoo! Uh-oh. There we go. So how's everybody's Saturday so far? Hope everybody's doing well. Hopefully some people, where the weather is permitting, hopefully people have some fun plans for this weekend. Getting out and about. I know we've got some errands to run, I think.
What can I do?
I'm excited because I finished Candace's...
Ah, so that's where your machine's
needle
been.
punch.
Ran out of juice. Heat leeches, wasn't it? But you could probably. So here's what I've got.
Look, I just want... Here, I want to buy that. Alright, back to our friend.
Apparently someone wiped out that damn ecliptic outpost. That someone...
That would be me. That would be me. I wiped out the ecliptic outpost. Oh, it didn't quite take us all the way there, did it? Where you at, bud? Let's get you running again. Alright. It would be better if I didn't get burned. But it's in a day's work. Yep.
Visual systems. Damage within acceptable limits. Thank you for your aid. I must resume my mission. Please step aside. Battery accepted. Operational power levels restored. Analyzing. Residual damage detected. Impact shielding. Visual systems. Damage within acceptable limits. Thank you for your aid. I must resume my mission. Please step aside. Major Sanon will have to wait. I cannot leave my mission.
What if we took care of your mission?
Previous attempts to disarm the weapon have been unsuccessful. Additional support may allow me to complete my active mission more quickly, allowing me to leave this place. Excellent. We must disarm Unit XW-99. Designation Siren. Nearest final xenoweapon. Are you ready to proceed to the mission site? Scans affirm your claim. Our work here is finished. Now, what is this mission you spoke of? Major Sanon is involved. A plague of terramorph attacks. That is disconcerting. You are docked at one of a kind. I will meet you there.
Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum-bum. Alright. So we can head back. We can go ahead and go to here. And there. And there. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. We've been doing pretty good today.
Super genius!
Because we're a super genius.
I will meet you inside the facility.
I will meet you inside of the facility as well. Friendo. Da 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 dum.
I can't believe it.
Major Sanon, Dr. Walker.
You're in better shape than I expected, Kaiser. Shouldn't take us long to get you back up to full fighting capacity.
This is good to hear. I was told there was a new threat on the horizon. I wish to learn more.
Percival will give you the full story.
Plus, get you dressed for the occasion.
Occasion? Where are we going?
Londinian.
Londinian. Doctor, I will require additional armaments.
That's the plan. Come on.
Captain, you're with me. Time to walk you through what we came up with. So the problem we're up against is vast. Terramorphs, they can be anywhere. Meaning us finding and disposing of them ourselves isn't an option.
Hey,
But what if we could let something else do the work for us? Come on. I'll walk you through what we're thinking. You remember that creature we talked about before you went to Nira? The thing that eats terramorphs, the Asylees?
I remember.
Apparently, they were bloodhounds for terramorphs.
Alright.
But when the UC ran
Just
low
1
on
second.
synthetic foods
I'm
during
gonna
the
get a cup of
colony
coffee.
war, the Asylees were chosen to fill in the gaps. We thought they were harvested to extinction. But in the data, the research team found the location of a few remaining specimens. As you can see, what we're proposing is bringing them back. We'd breed populations of them, distribute them to human worlds, and then let nature take its course, using a method that thousands of years of adaptation have already perfected. We could speed up their breeding process using some of the same technologies that were used to create me. We even think that with some time and investigation, we could use the Asylees' hunting skills to track down the terramorph transmission method at long last. Find out how humanity spread them and put an end to the terramorph problem definitively. Still with us? So, what are you thinking? Hello?
Alright. I'm back. With a fresh cup of coffee. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I really think it could. Now, there is another option for removing the terramorphs from our worlds. It's faster, maybe even more efficient, but riskier. A microbe. Something we could aerosolize, let spread, and have it clean up anything with terramorph DNA for us, which would include morphs, and we expect their transmission method. It'd still take time to build, test, and distribute, but no other method could hold a candle to it when it comes to sheer efficiency. Not even the Asylees. Well, so that's tricky. Both plans are going to take major investments in time and resources. We're talking years of work, not to mention some highly specialized materials.
Terramorph cell lines we can breed quickly and consistently to test on. Seely's gene samples we can use to rebuild their bloodlines. Or sharpen our microbes tracking skills. Not the sort of things any labs just got lying around.
But we think we found a lead. One place in the known galaxy where we know
One place in the known galaxy? What?
All paths lead to Londinian.
Of course they do. All right.
Exactly what I was hoping to hear. Now, the UC has a small operating base on Londinian's outskirts. We're cleared for access, but we'll need to check in with the base commander, Sarah Hatum, when we touch down. I'm gonna help Percival and Kaiser prep, but once that's done, we'll rendezvous with you.
Excuse me.
But you need to know, Londinian, it belongs to the Terramorphs.
They'll have anti-Xeno gear for us at the base, but I'd make sure you've got your favorite arms on hand.
Let's try something. Just for fun, because we did get a couple of new computer mods. Let's do,
Pardon.
Oh, you do have one in here. Man, they look absolutely horrific.
Yes?
Sorry, just being nosy. Just being nosy. Alright, we're going to try a couple of things here, just because it'll be fun to try.
Oh, this goddamn planet.
We're going to go back to the star station and load another sky
what
drop.
A dust-crusted pit Mars can be. Now you, what do you need? You project personnel? Supplies are for project personnel only. Ah, that's you then. I was informed we might be working together.
Yep.
Don't much care for Vanguard. But sounds like you two really got into the thick of it back in New Atlantis. My sister's kids live in the city. So, thank you for what you did there. Yeah, they both came through okay. One science division, other's an artist. Effectively useless human beings that would have had no reason to be anywhere near the fighting. Still, would hate to see anything happen to them. Now, what was it you needed? Everything up to spec.
Do you have anything that I really want? Nothing there. Oh, ammo. Really? That's your idea of ammo? Good gravy. Nope, nope, nope. That 128's about the best, but nope. No. Now there's a 104. 88.96. That might not be too bad. Yeah, we'll pick that one up just in case. None of these were that great, right? 80, 64, 72. Probably not horrible. Apparel. It's not too bad. I don't think we want... Oh, I'll take all of those that you have. And your trauma packs. And your emergency kits. You have 45 grand. Do I want to sell anything to you? See. Everything's got something on it. Oh, miscellaneous. Oh, we could do this. Oh, this will be nice. Empty all this junk out of our... There we go. That's much better. Selling the wrong things. Yeah, I don't think we're selling any of this stuff off right now. Yeah, no, I think we'll keep all that. Okay. That should put us in good shape. Okay. Let's get a couple of things off of us. Like you. Oh, we're still too far away. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's jump to there. It should leave us in our ship or near our ship.
For you.
This world is off limits. You were advised to jump to safe harbor immediately. Let me check my logs.
Let me check my logs.
All right, you can proceed. We'll let them know you're on your way down.
Well, thank you. All right. So once again, all of this is wrong. We do, however, want to do this real quick. That and that and that. I guess there's no reason to pick up the other one. We'll put that in there. Put that in there. Well, we pressed the wrong button, didn't we? There and there. There and there. There, there, and there. We got all that, we got all that, we got all that. Resources, you can have all of those. I don't think you need any of the rest of this, do you? No. We'll keep a hold of all that. Okay. That's fine. Let's land this puppy. Let's land this bird.
Let's put this bird on the ground.
Let's put this bird on the ground. I think she stole my saying. Oh, I was going to do something kind of tricky here. I was going to do something kind of cheeky. Let's still see if we can do it real quick. Because Ondinian's not too far. Right? It's not too far. Oh, yeah. It's close by. Alright, so we're going to do something a little interesting. We're going to go here first. And we're going to land here. And we're going to swap out one of our strikes with something else. Alright. We're gonna swap out one of our sky drops for the turrets.
Solid docking job there. Nice work.
Because I want to see something. I want to see how interesting this will be. First things first. Let's go up here. Let's talk to our friend.
What do you need?
I would like to learn a new skydrop.
Here's the slate with the current options. Choose wisely.
And I would like to learn toxic gas bomb, turret lasers. Do I want to do that?
Deploys
Sure,
a turret
let's do it.
equipped with focused laser beams. Ideal for a sustained defense. Shall I retrieve the data for this skydrop, or would you prefer something else?
Sure.
I'll pull what data is needed.
Alright. So then we'll take the Frontier and we'll change what they have on it.
Extraction complete. This skydrop is now available for fabrication.
Okay, so now I need to view and modify my ship.
Understood. Perhaps we can also install a skydrop.
Yes, we will. We're going to go to this ship, this ship right here. Do X. We're going to remove that. Now we're going to do add. We're going to do equipment. No, laser drops. Perfect. Why do I have 3 warnings? Low mobility, which I don't really care about. How come I don't have weapons? Oh, I don't have... Oh, I got rid of the other weapons? Oh, well, that's not good. Well, real quick. I didn't realize we had done that. Let's get some missiles. At least one set of missiles. Right? I think we want these bigger. I mean, we'll go ahead and spend some cash. We'll get these bigger ones. Where are they? There they are. Yeah. We'll get these. Oh, we can put them down below here. There we go. Ship reactor class. Oh. Really? You're gonna make me do that too now? I need to go to a C-class reactor real quick. See, it's just always little things like this. And it's going to say, you now need one of these things. And you now need one of these things. Let's find a class C. That's a B class. Can I find a C-class that'll fit? See, something's gonna be in the way. What's gonna be in the way? Oh, this thing. Guess I don't need any cargo space, right? What's the one warning? Missing weapon assignment. I guess we could upgrade these. See, if it's not one thing, it's something else, right? Where are the engines that look like those? Actually, I could probably do something like that. Can I do that? Can I do that? One error. Need more grav. Alright, so now... see, this is how it goes. And then the next thing you know, I'm down like 100 grand. See, it's just... it starts off like this. Oh, you need this thing. Oh, you need this thing. Now we need a better grav drive. See if we can get away with that.
Who's that Pokemon?
Oh, of course, and it won't fit there because there's no way to attach it. And it won't go underneath. And is that just because it doesn't have a front mount? Yep, that's exactly what it is. Alright, so we got to find one with a front mount. Like that. Now we only have weapon missing assignment. Okay. Terrific. Okay, those are pretty sad. So at least give it some decent lasers real quick. Oh my golly, this is how it all starts. Alright, all the way back down here. Let's give it some decent lasers. Can I do those? Is it gonna will it let me have those? Unassigned weapon. Ship must have an assignment group. Okay. What weapons are unassigned now? Oh. Alpha beam thingamajiggies, and then missile launcher. Alright. Is there another one? Can I do... See, look at that. 150 grand. 150 grand. And this is not what I had planned on doing. But, well, fiddle faddle. Okay, so if we're going to do that, might as well get rid of this thing. Shields. What's the biggest we can go with a side mount shield? $13. You can see there's no place to put that, right? Yep, okay. So we need a side mount, and it looks like the side mount, the best one we're going to get is this one. We're going to put it there. Okay. Almost 200 grand just to do that. But I guess I don't really care. Alright, so that was a little bit more than I had planned on. I don't think we need to switch anything, right? 2 ships. Frontier, Razor Leaf. Alright. We have 3 that are available, but we're not doing all those. Alright, so now we can go back to Londinian. All of that just because I wanted to do... I just wanted to be cute and do something. So what I want to try to do is... Yes.
I have something for you when you have a moment.
Value again. You're advised to leave this orbit immediately. Let me check my logs.
Alright. Now we're going to land.
You can proceed. We'll let them know you're on your way down.
Now we're going to land. Finally. Alright, there we go. Now we're going to land and start this quest. But anyway, the whole reason I did that was because... Oh.
Touching down.
And I'm assuming... Oh, 4 lasers. Okay, cool. Cool. Alright, so anyway, the whole reason we did that is because when we get to the last fight that's in this quest, I wanted to drop some of those. I wanted to drop these and see how well they did in this.
You! Inside the barriers! Double time!
You! Inside the barrier! Double time! Here I am.
Casino unit? Head to command.
Something like that, yep. Oh, you actually had a statue of one of those big bird-looking things. Interesting. Neither of you, I think, were worth taking, right? 40, 128. And 128's not bad, though. It's gonna have to be a lot better than that, though. Yeah. Alright, so you aren't anything that I want. You're gonna help me get geared, and some of your gear...
I pride myself on knowing everyone on this world, and I don't know you. You're with the
That's interesting. You have a different face shield this
you're
time.
one deeply unlucky trespasser. Vanguard, eh? Brief said you were an eclectic group. You must have really shined out on the fringe to get assigned a task like this. Ah, then this must be the rest of your outfit.
Commander Hatum,
No need for introductions, Major Sanon. Dr. Walker, your reputations precede you.
Ooh.
As does the urgency of your mission, so I'll get to it. Now, Londinium is one of the most dangerous places in the Milky Way. It's with good reason my soldiers and I do everything we can to avoid entering the city. Terramorphs are omnipresent, and the structural damage left behind when Major Sanon's father bombed its spaceport has turned large swathes of the metropolis into a decaying labyrinth.
Gotcha.
As such, we'll be providing you all with gear, information, and uploading municipal unlock codes to your robot. Every tool you could need to succeed out there. Except one. Once you're on the other side of those barriers, you will be on your own. If you get into trouble, my people will not be coming.
Aha.
Do we understand each other?
We understand.
Precisely. I'll leave you to your preparations.
No backup.
You can
Let's
find
do
your
it.
equipment in our armory, base of the tower just outside. And I do believe there's someone waiting for you there, Captain. Now, once you're outside the base, it's my personal suggestion you make a beeline to the nearby Sealy's plant. It contains one of our field caches. Though I can't guarantee it won't contain anything else. I hope you all find what you're looking for out there. Robot, you're coming with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Commander. Percival, you all set to hook into their comms tower?
Should only take a few minutes. Let's get this done and get the hell out of here.
Percival will be scanning the city for our samples from here. When he finds one, he'll transmit the coordinates to us out in the field. All right. Head over to the armory and gear up. Once you're done, we'll meet by the entrance to the city.
All right, let's do this thing. That's not bad. 60-68. We'll grab a couple of the grenades. I don't think there's anything there that we want. Nope. I don't care about that right now. We're just all about having fun. Yep, don't care about unlocking you at the moment. You're not going to be that great. Let's get outfitted real quick. And then let's head towards the kickoff. Alright. Yes. Although that's not anything I need. I'll take that. It's not great, but I'll take it.
Perimeter secure.
Sure. We want all of those. Yep. 80, 82, 84. That's not bad. Nope.
Give him one for me, alright?
Nothing in there that we want. Nothing up there that we want. Nothing over there that we want.
You match our description. Make sure you had the best.
And you gave me that gun. That's
right now.
fine. Nope. Alright. Do I want that? I don't really want that. Alright, let's kick this thing off.
Transfer's complete. Those codes will allow you to temporarily restore power to most facilities in the city.
Alright.
All set on your gear?
I'm ready.
Then let's get this show on the road.
Alright, we're gonna go... We got 4,000 rounds. Although...
Kaiser? Percival?
we need
everything
the...
green on your ends?
We need the robot to hurry.
Should be routed through Kaiser now. You copy that?
Let's do it.
Perhaps too loud.
Oh, you're a riot robot.
Kaiser, kick it off.
Unlock code transmitted. You may open the gate when ready.
All right. On our way into the city. Percival, where are we heading?
Running the first sweep. Got one. A Sealy's. Not far. Old shipping yard just past the processing plant. Gene samples are probably in one of the containers.
They're all dominated. Clean them out and keep an eye out for the more control.
There you are. You're the one controlling them, aren't you? Okay.
Looks like the last of them. No sign of the morph, though.
Your shipping yard's just beyond the processing plant. Cache with some goodies is towards the rear of the facility.
Kaiser, we close enough for you to dial in the location of those samples from here?
Yes, they're faint, but I'm detecting multiple valid signatures. I have restored power to the containers.
Jackpot. Get down there and collect as many as you can.
Take all the ammo we can carry. All right, here we go.
Who's that Pokemon?
Believe it or not, I think we're going to take the upstairs approach like we usually do. Which means we're going to go up here. Like this. And we're going to duck down here like this. 162. Quit running away. Wow-wee.
Growing tired. Good. Systems attached.
I need you guys to move. I need you to move out of the way. We have a second one. We have a second one. I had not counted on that. Let's get rid of the first one. Alright, we're going to do a couple of things here. do that. We're gonna do this. Because... Alright, now we're gonna go this route.
Where are you?
They're going to turn on you. Kill them. Kill them first.
Alright, that took a little bit. Wow-wee. That was a little... Alright, do we have another one around here somewhere? I don't think so. Alright, so the next one will be lots of fun. Or the next two, I guess, will be a lot of fun. Alright. Alright, let's get up there to the top. Get that last one. And then let's get this thing moving. All that, but we'll
all
take
Asili's samples collected.
All right. Now hand those over to Kaiser, and let's get out of here.
Kaiser, my friend, where are you?
Samples secure.
Nice work.
Okay.
Now, earlier scan picked up a valid Terramorph sample, but, well, it's in the spaceport. And the quick route there looks like it got blasted when the port did.
There are steam tunnels under the city,
I am
which will allow us to access the spaceport.
I'm encumbered.
That's right. Kaiser, how did you know that?
I am not sure.
That's
Percival,
unfortunate.
you see any
That
better
person
option?
didn't make it.
Not from where I'm standing.
Not from where I'm standing.
Access unlocked. We may proceed.
Here we go. All right. Let's do this.
Kaiser, this flora, this is Lazarus plant, isn't it?
Confirmed.
You know, no one even realized it was a living thing until someone got it under a microscope and saw it had cells. Can't be cultivated anywhere but Londinian. Real marvel.
Yeah, I don't want any of you little critters getting away.
All these leeches. What's keeping you things warm? What's that? My God, look at it. A Lazarus in bloom. You know, we might be some of the only... What's happening? Captain, are you seeing this? God, the heat leeches are terramorphs. You just saw that, right? That heat leech became a terramorph.
Yep.
Heat leeches hide out in ships, sneak away after landing, and then, with time, they transform. We just found out how terramorphs move between planets. Pretty major is right. But if what we just saw, if
that's a little
possible,
concerning.
The Lazarus plant. It's clearly an accelerant for the terramorph, a heat leech transformation process. Make one into the other in an instant. But that means if anyone knew about this, they could trigger a terramorph spawning. You could sneak a leech into a city, or even multiple leeches, into a place like New Atlantis. Good God. The attack on New Atlantis, does this... Could someone...
It was a setup.
Set that up? But first, you'd have to...
Well, we're never gonna know if you don't catch that thing. Get after it.
We may proceed.
Go!
Deploying lethal countermeasures.
All right, let's get to the bottom of this.
I'm done. Binks laid down on my frame and wouldn't move, so I gave up.
Alright, I will be there in just a moment. Alright, so let's finish this up. Those coffee mugs don't actually say anything on them, though. Oh, I do have to take that genetic sample. I missed it. I was distracted. Momentarily. Here we go.
Percival, Kaiser's got the cell data from the New Atlantis and Tau Ceti attacks, right?
Uploaded them myself.
Captain, let Kaiser take a look at that sample.
Situation normal. Beginning analysis. It is a match.
Uh-oh.
This suggests with high certainty that the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attacks on both planets.
There's no way a plant this rare, this fragile, just shows up here, New Atlantis, and Tau Ceti. The transformations on those worlds, they must have been triggered by human hands. Captain, do you understand what it is we do?
Yep.
Exactly. Makes some sense. Tau Ceti was likely their first test.
It was.
Someplace remote where no one would ensure the big show. And the timing, it couldn't have been just these attacks. I think
It was all a plan that somebody put in motion.
they certainly were. But having this answer, well, it raises a couple big questions. Who could pull something like this off? And why? I sure as hell hope so. Because someone's got a lot to answer for.
Let's save the discussion for when you all aren't standing in the universe's closest equivalent to hell frozen over.
Hell
If we're
frozen
gonna
over?
do anything to prevent more terramorph attacks, human cause or otherwise, we need that final sample.
Let's do it.
Roger that. Kaiser, get us into the spaceport?
The entrance is this way.
Alright, here we go.
I am unable to provide sufficient power to the lock mechanism.
Anyone got ideas where we could get some extra juice?
Local power looks like it was controlled in the security office. Upper floor.
Captain and I can scout it out. Kaiser, see if you can't find another way to get it open.
Roger that. I have restored power to the office entrance. You may proceed.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Alright, so
There's
let's
the control
turn
panel.
that
Still
on.
looks operable. Of all the things to survive.
Take the med pack.
Reactivated. Error. Control system reboot required. Reboot engaged. Running diagnostic.
This should be interesting.
Diagnostic complete. Multiple systems available. Warning. Priority safety concern detected. Exterior hatch power restored.
Back in business.
War dog suit.
Warning. Emergency recorder message detected.
That's a war dog suit, huh? And we're already overloaded anyway. We'll take it.
Process engaged. Playback initiated.
Admiral Sanon, we need to make the evacuation request.
That's my father he's addressing. He was here?
Oh, there's a key
Didn't
there.
think he'd have the guts to look those soldiers in the eye before blowing this place to pieces.
Admiral!
It just transformed. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe. Colonel, the troops that closed off the sewers after my evaluation, they're all in this facility.
Other than our casualties, yes, sir.
Good. Get them into defensive positions around the spaceport. No one leaves. I'll send ships as soon as possible.
Wow.
Thank God. None of us wanted to go down swarmed by those things.
That won't be your fate, Colonel. You have my word.
Transcription complete. Physical copy available.
An invisible weapon. He knew. He knew about the Lazarus plant.
He did.
Grab that recording. We should talk.
We've already done enough talking, lady. Let's go do fight.
Invictus. He destroyed this place.
Yep,
He saw the potential. He killed.
he did.
Yes. But if the plant, and even if he wasn't direct, but I guess we're not getting.
Alright, let's go do this last part here.
Who's that?
Let's go get him.
Kaiser, try it now.
Alright, we're gonna try to catch. Oh, we have not had that spot.
Guys, your sample, it moved. I'd be real careful out there if I were you.
Here we go.
Eyes peeled.
Alright, so we're gonna try something that I thought would be interesting to try. Now that we have the watchtower capability. What does this thing do? I don't know that it did anything at all. Alright. Nope, I don't want any of that stuff. However, what I would like to do is go here. We're going to call down
Target is in range.
we're going to call one of those down.
You got it.
And then over here, I mean, they give us these toys to play with, right? The very least we can do is play with them. Let's put another one right over here.
Coordinates look valid to me. Right-ho, Captain.
And then let's see if we can put one over here somewhere. And I'm just going to go ahead and use, I'm going to use all four of them since we have four of them. Just because that is going to be interesting. Alright, let's get this thing.
Coordinates look valid to me. Let's do this.
And then let's put one right over here.
Coordinates look valid to me. You got it.
Alright, so we have laser firepower everywhere. Let's go ahead and bring this thing up.
What the hell? Is that the sample? My God,
And the good news is it should not be able to... Oh yeah, that was a brilliant idea.
That thing, it's putting out some kind of signal. Raiders lighten up. I think you're due for some company.
Oh yeah, I love this.
The signal that thing's putting out to all of those creatures, I think I can nullify it. But I'm gonna need some help. There should be some radar equipment powered up now around the port. You get those online, and I'll relay my signal through there.
I guess we should grab that sample while we can.
Woohoo! It didn't even destroy one of my lasers.
Good. Now just stash that sample with Kaiser and we're done.
Kaiser?
Final sample secure.
All wrapped up. Time to get the hell out of here. Percival, you should unplug and find somewhere we can talk. Private.
And we should be able to fast forward. Oh, I'm carrying too much. Alright. We'll just walk back. Or jog. Although, didn't all the animals go this... Oh, didn't all those creatures go this way too? I'm assuming we can go through this way. Oh, interesting. I didn't know we could do that. Oh, that's really nice. Oh, that's really, really nice. How's come we never did that before? Alright.
Look at all of you.
There we go. Hey, I caught a Pokemon.
Comms towards the end there, but it sounds
All right.
like this was a success. Got everything we need to put this plan in motion. Ah, best place for 'em. Now, my connection might have gotten a bit fuzzy there, but do I have it right that Faye Victus knew about this damn plan?
That's what it sounded like.
Guess the old Admiral must have told someone what he learned. Even he's not clever enough to pull off an attack like that from the great beyond.
It's
well, it's a little more complicated than that.
Captain, he needs to know. Faye Victus is alive.
Okay.
Which means he could have
But
been
that's
involved
on
in
you,
the
not
attacks.
on me.
Alive? He's... Faye Victus?
Awesome. Welcome back, Graybeard.
Right?
Unfortunately for us all, yes, it's true.
So that means we have a suspect.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's exactly what that means. Look, Captain, Percival and I, we need to get these samples back to the lab. Ensure we'll be able to handle cleaning up the leeches as well as the terramorphs. But Ve Victus is the only solid lead we've got on the attacks.
Yep.
Since you're the only one who knows where he is, can you speak to him? See if you can get him to cough up anything he might know. Good. We'll all meet back at Mast, outside the cabinet chambers. They're gonna want to know everything we've uncovered here.
Everything.
Best of luck, Captain. And thank you for dealing with him.
Alright, let's... Oh, can't do that. Let's jump back to our ship real quick. Ooh. Let's don't get ourselves killed. Or crippled. Alright. So we almost finished the UC Vanguard quest line. We know that Ve Victus is behind the Terramorphs. We know about the Lazarus plant. We have all the samples. We're ready to go back and lay all the cards out on the table here. And I think that's what we're going to have to do on Monday. Like I said earlier, we have some errands to run today, so it's going to be a little bit of a short stream today. I do appreciate each and every one of you, and I really appreciate you taking some of your Saturday to come hang out here with me and play some Starfield New Game Plus Plus. We'll pick the rest of this quest line up on Monday. We'll do some more Watchtower items. There's another game coming out called Altars, which I want us to try as well. So we may play that some next week also. But with that, I wish you all a blessed rest of your Saturday. And again, tomorrow's my day off on Sunday. Or the day I don't stream. It's not really my day off. I have other things to do. But I don't stream on Sunday. But I hope to see you all bright and early at 9 a.m. Central on Monday. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you later.